welcome back to Mindstorm Solves. Today we're looking at two 500 piece puzzles. I was just going to do one of them, but then I thought they're quite small. I'm hoping they're fairly easy, so why not do two? So the first puzzle I've got here is the Fairy Crowning. This is produced by Crown and Andrews, and or the Hodgson puzzles. I'm not entirely sure how to make the, interpret this when you get these two symbols on a puzzle as to which company. I guess it's probably Hodgson. But yeah, the Fairy Crowning. I've gotten this one off the op shop, so it literally cost me $1. The box is really beat up, if you can see that in the video. But honestly, I thought this might be a really cool little picture for my daughter. My plan is to glue it together and hang it for her. So yeah, it's basically just going to be a nice neat little puzzle to do. I think colors wise it's going to be pretty all right, but honestly I will say that the wings and stuff are sort of scaring me a little bit. Like, it's a larger amount of the puzzle and it doesn't seem like it would have enough detail for it to be sort of very distinguished. However, that being said, I've also started to notice when looking at puzzles like this, because I've been doing the bigger puzzles, the pieces cover a lot more of the puzzle, so that could be a helpful point too. So anyway, I'm going to try and split it up, sort of the pinks, the blues, purples, the sort of, humanness parts like the hair and stuff, and then I'm going to see how we go. So that's going to be that one. And the second one, a little bit more adult, is going to be this one. This is a 500 piece puzzle that is called Starter Stout, from Brewery and Co. Basically, it's a whole bunch of beer coasters or imitation beer coasters. So yeah, I'm anticipating this one to be an easy sort with the different colors, but honestly, I do wonder how easy it will be, like whether there's going to be a lot of pieces the same color or same spot. And while I'm going to try and build it piece by piece, as in each coaster individually, I'm kind of wondering how easy that will be to do, in that they match each other and so forth. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. This one, I can't remember where I got this one from. I have a feeling that I got this from the op shop and it was still sealed, because I don't think I got it from Aldi, and I don't tend to buy puzzles elsewhere. So yeah, it was sealed. I've opened it to have a look at it, but yeah, either way, that's the other one. So yeah, let me get into it and we'll see how we go. So, I finished the puzzle sort of the 500 piece puzzle for the Fairy Crowning. So what I've got here is basically a miscellaneous pile. This one's probably kind of large given the size of the puzzle, but it's basically all the browns and grass and stuff like that, so it won't be too bad, I think. This is our edge pieces here, which doesn't seem like that many in a certain way. It was seeming like a lot to begin with, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. We have blues and purples, and basically pink background with a bit of fairy light. There's a section of the puzzle that looks like it's going to go to, so not much really, but anyway, that's okay. And then we have pinks, basically, for the flowers at the top, mostly, I think. I'll come back to that one. We have all the faces and things like that, so arms, legs, faces. What I'm assuming is the main dress of the middle fairy. And then all the fairy wings, and this was the biggest pile by the looks, and honestly a little bit daunting, but I think the key thing is just going to be judging between large fairies and small fairies, and when I can do that, I'll sort of see the difference between the wings, and yeah, anyway, see how we go. So let's get started. Okay, so we finally finished sorting that one. I say finally, I'm actually getting pretty good at this. I say good, quick, whatever. So anyway, let me show you what we've got. So we've got the orangey kind of coasters that I've put in the red one, mainly because they're more red than these yellowy, browny sort of coasters. They seem to be in two different shades, which I'm a little bit unsure about, but anyway, I'm going to just see what happens with that one. So that seems a bit strange, but yeah. I've then tried to do the black coasters here, and the dark blue coasters here. And you can see it a little bit in the camera, but honestly, when I was sorting, it was really hard to tell. About the only hint is that the dark blue ones have the slightly browner writing, whereas the black ones had the white writing. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes, but that's okay. I've got the wood background, very minimal amounts there, but I wanted to get them out because I thought they would help signify where everything goes a bit better. And I've got the blue-white coasters, which some of this white might not actually be the blue coasters, but the light blue coasters, the blue obviously stands out, so that's that. And then the green coasters. You will notice there is no edge pieces pile. And mainly I didn't do that because I figured with all the different colors of the coasters, it's a 500 piece puzzle. I don't think I need the edges. I think I'm just going to try to build each color into pieces and then put all the pieces together. So yeah, let's get started with that and see how it goes. Okay, so probably a bit of a quicker video for today for a couple of reasons. One being two smaller puzzles, but the other one being that the wrap-up's not a lot to cover in a sense. So number one, I've done the fairy one. That one's been beautiful. No missing pieces and so forth. You can see it's quite stiff because I've already glued it for my daughter to hang. I just need to glue on some straps to sort of hang it up properly in that. But that one's like... it was really nice. It's kind of funny. It didn't hold together real great. I'm trying to remember. I can't even remember if I picked this up or not, to be honest. This is the crazy thing. Okay, so this is just to explain what's going on. I had the two of them set up ready to go, and then I had these two to pack up and the 1500 piece I did recently. And in the rush of it all, I glued this one, packed up the beer one, so it's already back in its container, and the beer coaster one, I should say. And yeah, I kind of forgot where I got up to with different bits and pieces of it. So if I did end up picking that up and I find the video for it, I will show you. I believe the beer one I couldn't pick up, so that's a failed pickup, which again, if I've got a video on that, I'll show you. I think this one I just managed to get it up. It might, yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but anyway. So anyway, the puzzle in and of itself was actually quite nice to do in the end. I built the border very early on, as you saw, and gradually pieced my way through it. Honestly, the pieces just cover a nice amount of detail, so it was quite easy to put together. It is quite nice colors. My daughter's really excited about me hanging that up in her room. I think that overall, for a 500-piece puzzle, it was pretty fun. It was all right to do. The quality-wise, the pieces don't stick the best, but you know, just for doing it and then packing it up, it'd be fine. Conversely, the beer one, yeah. Sorry, I keep saying the beer one, the beer coaster one. The pieces didn't hold very well at all in the long run. Making all the different coasters, for the most part, wasn't too bad, but I think it was kind of a level where I'm glad it was a 500-piece puzzle. If this was like a 1,000-piece puzzle or something, I think it would have driven me up the wall. So, yeah, this is a kind of thing where I think, interestingly enough, both of these styles of puzzles, I would say I'm pretty glad it was a 500-piece. I don't like the hyper detail that's in this, in the sense of like the big areas with the wings and stuff where it's all very sort of glossy detail and whatnot. I don't really like that in a puzzle. I like a lot of definition and very easy to tell pieces. As you'll see in my next video with the 2,000-piece video I've got coming up. Actually got that sitting here. I completely forgot. There's a lot of detail in this, but a lot of it's very easy to see what pieces go where, like the mini 1,000-piece puzzle that I did however many videos back. The world's smallest 1,000-piece puzzle, if you want to look for that. I'll try and put a link in below if I remember. Yeah, so I think I like things that have got a lot of distinguished detail. This was okay because the fairy one, it was fun because it was 500-piece, but I wouldn't want to do that as a big account. This one is basically approaching, it would approach impossible puzzle type styles if it was any bigger. So being 500, it was okay, but if it was 1,000 or more, I just wouldn't want to do it, I don't think. So yeah, but for the idea of like a quick, easy solve, yeah, that's probably a good one. I think I did that in a day, to be honest. I think I sorted it, and then the next day I did it in a couple of hours or something like that. So that was a really quick solve, an easy solve in that sense. So yeah. Anyway, that's the two 500-piece puzzles. So if you're still with me and you've been enjoying it, thank you very much for watching. And please, you know, leave a like and comment and subscribe and all the rest of it to help keep me going with the channel. I'm hoping to sort of make this a more full-time hobby at some point, but we'll see what happens. And, you know, maybe you'd like to comment on what do you think about puzzles like this? What's your favorite sort of style of puzzle, and what do you think about gluing them? I've been doing this, if I haven't mentioned it before, I think I did in a video previously, but this is thermal sheeting that you can get at Bunnings, the hardware store in Australia, that you throw over ground during winter to protect the ground, basically. And it just glues really nicely and connects the puzzles really well. So my plan is to one day glue a really big puzzle, like a 3,000 or 4,000, 6,000-piece puzzle, something like that. But anyway. So yeah, anyway, again, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.